Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 4th June 2022. My name is TSP Raghavan and I live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. I am a published author with Amazon Kindle fiction and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject. In our series of examples about causal intelligence and geniuses, let us talk about another example in this particular video. This guy's name was Bjorn Borg. He was born in Sweden and right from his childhood he was interested in a game called tennis. He began his career as an ordinary ball boy in various tournaments in tennis. Slowly, his causal intelligence gripped him, and this boy began practicing to play tennis. This causal intelligence orbit gripped him so well that he became almost monk-like in his dedication, focus, and hard work towards practicing tennis. Slowly, this guy progressed in this game, and soon he became what in Mahabharata Arjuna became in archery. Bjorn Borg ended up as one of the best tennis players, just like Arjuna in Mahabharata became one of the best archers. So much so that when this guy was ready, genius possessed him. We all know that genius possesses people only when they are in the orbit of causal intelligence. Tournaments after winning tournaments followed, and ultimately this guy reached the top in the tennis bracket and began playing for what is known as the top tennis international tournament called Wimbledon. Genius had possessed beyond gold so well that ultimately this guy began winning Wimbledon tournaments one after the other till them he won them 5 times in a row and was known as Bjorn Borg the fifth. But alas, something happened and this guy slipped. He slipped from his orbit of causal intelligence to the orbit of astral mind, of emotions and feelings. This extraordinary genius called Bjorn Borg fell in love desperately with another Romanian girl who was just an average tennis player. The moment he fell in love with her, all his genius began leaving him slowly. This guy married this girl, and from then on, he began tasting what is known as failure one after the other. So much so that his marriage ended up in a fiasco and he had no other way to go because his tennis career had been lost and his genius had left him. This guy, who was not a very shrewd businessman, invested a lot in failed business ventures, and ultimately a time came when he had to sell his own Wimbledon and other trophies to make money to finance his business projects. Luckily for him, the other tennis players all over the world took notice of this pathetic state of their own friend and they bailed him out by buying his awards. Such is the case of those who tumble down from the sublime to the ridiculous. We must all remember that we are mere mortals who genius has possessed, and so it makes us feel that we are immortals. We are not. We are just servants of God doing His purposes, His assignments for Him. We cannot become gods. There was a world famous Shehnai, a musical instrument player in India, who lived and died as a genius. His name was Ustad Bismillah Khan. So great, so dedicated, and so focused was he that this guy used to call his own instrument his wife. He always addressed his Shehnai as Begum. He gave it all respect and devotion that one man gives to his wife or spouse. One day, someone asked Ustad Bismillah Khan, "Sir, you play so well, you're so great. How many hours in a day do you practice this musical instrument?" Mr. Ustad Bismillah Khan replied, "Unfortunately, it is only 15 hours in a day because the other 9 hours have to be spent either in sleeping or in doing the daily chores of a human being." In other words, he wanted to say that he lived and died for his Shehnai alone. There was another very famous tennis player called Martina Navratilova. So dedicated and so brilliant was she that she won the same Wimbledon in the ladies section more than 5 times. In fact, as a player, she was greater than Bjorn Borg. Yes, she also loved people. She also fell in love and had some fun in life. But that never stopped Martina Navratilova from focusing on her main subject, that was tennis. She remained loyal to her profession all her life, and her focus, dedication, and hard work paid off brilliantly. Genius had possessed her and given her ample rewards for her honesty, dedication, and devotion towards her favorite subject, that was tennis. we must all take a leaf from the biography of people like Martina Navratilova and Ustad Bismillah Khan. These are people who never diverted their attention from their main idol or their aim or their purpose, the purpose for which God had sent them to this world. If God has sent you for a particular purpose, you must be devoted to that particular purpose all your life, come what may. Yes, there may be a little distraction in the sense that you have some fun or some picnic or something like that, but that should never allow anything to distract you from your main purpose in life. Otherwise, genius will leave you without any compunction. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep reminding you of my other videos. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.